पाहि मां श्री राजराजेश्वरी कृपाकरी शङ्करी पाहि मां श्री राजराजेश्वरी. Hello butterflies, are you ready? Music with the economics. Today we are going to study national income, how to calculate national income with the help of income method. What is actually income method? Do you know that? Which means that it's a share method or it is a distribution method. Because how can we say that it's a distribution method or how can we say that it's a share method, my dears? Listen very carefully, nothing else. Language is very easy and it's not very difficult. Many people are sitting that okay, we can learn in Hindi medium, and it's very difficult for you the time when you are giving the examination. While framing the sentences, you want to get the words, you want to understand, try to understand the language of English and try to learn in the language of English. Understand? It won't to make you difficulties during the time of examinations. Be very careful about it. Listen very careful. How can you understand easily when you are keeping or concentrating properly, when you are excited to understanding, when you are having the patience of understanding the things. Is that clear, my dears? So concentrate here. So income method means how to distribute income among the society or income among the factors of production for their services. This is what income method. So how can we calculate income method? With the help of components of factor income. There are some components of factor income. What are the components of factor income here? So first of all, compensation of employees. What is compensation of employees? COE. What is compensation of employees? Wages and salaries in cash. Compensation means whenever the factors of production is rendering services. Whenever, suppose I'm a teacher, I'm working in a school. When I am providing my services in this school for teaching my students. So what I get from the school, they do provide me salary. That is what called a compensation. Compensation of employees, which means that the salaries or the wages which is given in the form of cash, I will get wages and salaries in the kind. That means in the form of accommodation facilities and other perk of what facilities, whatever given by the organization, business organization to the factors of production. And next is wages and salaries in kind. Then employees contribution to social security scheme. What is employees contribution? Whenever the particular factor, suppose if I am working in a government organization, after my retirement, after when I am getting 50 years old or 52 years or 58 years, I will be getting retirement. So in that time, I will get some wages in the form of some cash or some kind in the form of pension. Understand? Or this is what called a compensation of, employees contribution to social security scheme. Employees contribution to social security scheme. So the first component of calculation of national income by income method are compensation of employees. What is compensation of employees? Maybe sometimes in examination calculate a national income and compensation of employees is equal to 5,000 or 500 something. It is given like this, compensation of COE which implies compensation of employees. So this, if it is given like, then there is no need for focusing these 3 points, which means 3 elements, that is wages and salaries in cash plus wages and salaries in kind plus employees contribution to social security scheme. These 3 elements are collectively called what? Compensation of employees. You are getting my point? What is compensation of employees? Factor services. For the factor services, whenever the factors of production are receiving their income. Understand? That is in the form of wages and salaries. This is what called a compensation of employees. Compensation of employees can be given in the form of wages and salaries in cash, wages and salaries in the form of kind, which means other perk of what? Facilities such as accommodation facilities or some other facilities such as say free flat, petrol convenience, conveyance facilities, these all can be provided by the economy. These all coming under for service charge. Understand? So next is third element of this compensation of employee are what? Employees contribution to social security scheme. For example, retirement pension. Understand? So whenever the question is coming for calculating national income by income method, what you have to focus? That compensation of employees. If suppose compensation of employees values directly given, then you ignore these three. From that any point, if anyone is given for making you confused, examiner can ask you, may they do give you compensation of employees equal to 5,000. Again they do give the value of wages and salaries in the form of 2,000. If it is given twice, which means that these three elements are collectively called what? Compensation of employees. So you are not supposed to take this value. It is you have to ignore it. Understand? You have to ignore it. So wages and salaries in cash, separately given, you don't take it. If suppose compensation of employees are not given, instead of that, wages and salaries in cash given, wages and salaries in kind given, and employees contribution to social security scheme is given, then you take three of the values, you do add it, will get a compensation of employees. I hope you are getting what I am saying. And children, if you are not getting, if you are not unable to understand, and what suggestions if you want to give me, please type in your comment box, so I can according to your level of understanding I can explain you. Don't worry that. Understand? So feel free to suggest me. The next is what? The second components of calculation of national income by income method. Hello, are you sleeping? Sleeping? Happy Father's Day. Did you wish your parents Happy Father's Day? It's a special day. Papa, oh Papa. Yes. After wishing Happy Father's Day, we are discussing about the second element of income method or second component of income method is operating surplus. What is it? Operating surplus. What is operating surplus? There are again two elements in operating surplus. Income from property. If you are having lots of property, from that property some income you are getting, extra income rather than the services, then it is called a income from property. And another is income from entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? Income from what is income from entrepreneurship? What is actually entrepreneurship? That is the management, the brain or the manager or the entrepreneur who is using the brain for running particular business, or the businessman or the economy who is using the brain for running any of the economic activity. They will get the reward in the form of profit. Understand? So listen here, very simple and easy. Second component of income method is operating surplus. There are two elements coming under operating surplus, that is income from property and income from entrepreneurship. If income from property and income from entrepreneurship, if you have got the value separately, then you don't worry about these all rent, royalty, interest and profit. You don't want to you can ignore it. You can avoid the value of this because it is already given in it. This value is already given in the form of income from property and income from entrepreneurship. If suppose sometimes if you are lucky, these all are you want to search it, or directly you will get the value of operating surplus. You're getting my point? Operating surplus is what called income from property, income from entrepreneurship. Understand? So income from property, what all elements will coming under income from property are rent, royalty and interest. What is rent? If suppose house owners providing their house for rent, isn't it? So that the income in the form of rent received by the house owner is called a rent for his property. The building is his property. And royalty. Royalty means in some other person's property is used by the another person for some economic purpose. For example, if suppose someone is having the property with lots of minerals or materials available in his property, so in his land, so he can utilize that land for getting the benefit. For that, the payment made for is called a royalty. And interest. What is interest? Money borrowed by an individual for some economic activity or his personal purposes. Against that borrowed amount, some money is return it back. That is what called interest. Interest we can you know that it is called in Hindi we used to say that vyaj, right? So this is what interest. So this is coming under income from property. Operating surplus. Operating surplus, two elements: income from property, income from entrepreneurship. From the property, what all income can get? Rent, royalty and interest. And from the entrepreneurship, what we will get? Profit will get. Understand? So this is the second components of income method. And the third is mixed income. Third is mixed income. What is mixed income? The income which is earned by self-employed services, such as retailers, petty shop people, street vendors. They all are also providing, they are also servicing for earning the income. So that income is also added to getting our national income. So how to calculate national income with the help of income method? First of all, we have discussed about the components. The components are compensation of employees plus operating surplus plus mixed income. Understand? So what is compensation of employees? Wages and salaries in the form of cash, wages and salaries in the form of kind, and employees' contribution to social security such as pension. Understand? So retirement pension, for example, retirement pension. So these three elements collectively called a compensation of employees plus operating surplus. What all coming under operating surplus? What all coming under operating surplus? Income from property and income from entrepreneurship. Income from property, rent, interest and royalty, and income from entrepreneurship is called a profit. Is that clear? Then plus mixed income. Plus mixed income. What is mixed income? The street vendors or vegetable petty shop people, pani puri. Understand? So these are self-employed or self-earned income is also added to get a national income of the country. What we will get after this, that I am telling. With the Lord, we are walking in the sunshine. Let's up your hearts, we are working to Lord. Singing to the Lord, we are singing in the sunshine. Let's up your hearts, we are singing to Lord. Black and white and brown together, walking, walking, building new bridges. La 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 la. Hello. Revise it how to calculate national income by income method. Okay, so that we will see in the next video, and you don't worry about it. Again we will revise it and make you understand. This is my duty. Till the time shining off, Sarita Kishore, Music with Economics. Don't skip it. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Press the bell icon to get you the notification when I am uploading the